Well, in July of 1950, the Korean War had been going on for a short while, and I had a cousin once that was in the Coast Guard, and he really liked it. Went all over the world, and I thought, man, all I have to do is join, throw my sea bag on the ship and go, you know. But it didn't work out quite like that. So in July, I joined the Coast Guard, was sent to Cape May, New Jersey, to the boot camp, and spent about 12 weeks, as I remember, in boot camp. And after I completed my boot camp, it so happened that this Coast Guard cutter, Sassafras, tied up in Cape May, and they needed a couple of men. And I volunteered to go aboard the ship. And at that time I was, what do they call it at that time? After you make seaman, when you're a seaman recruit, you're in boot camp, and the next one, I think it's seaman apprentice, and then you make seaman first. But then I went aboard the Sassafras, and that ship was engaged in aids to navigation, buoy tending, and air-sea rescue. And during the winter, we broke ice in the Hudson River. And that's about the extent of what we did as our duties. Of course, we made a lot of rescues and things while we were doing air-sea rescue. And I went from there to the school in Groton, Connecticut. As I remember, it was to become a damage control. And I didn't like that, so I flunked out. Stayed in Groton, Connecticut for a while till they sent me back to Staten Island, New York to await assignment. While I was there, I had an opportunity to go back on the Sassafras in Cape May, New Jersey. So I went back, and there I stayed until, I don't remember what year it was, but we got this icebreaker back from Russia that was on Lend-Lease during World War II, and they were recommissioning it and refurbishing the ship at Curtis Bay, Maryland, which is right outside of Baltimore. So I go down there and go aboard that ship, and that was a mistake, as far as I'm concerned. It hadn't had a bit of paint chipped off of it, just big gray hulk sitting there on the dry dock. So I spent several months getting the ship straightened up, ship shape, and we go from there up to New York, where my enlistment was running out. And they were getting ready to go on international ice patrol. So they asked me if I wanted to ship over and they'd take me with them. I said, no, I believe I'll get off here. So they sent me back to Ellis Island to await my discharge. And that is my story for the U.S. Coast Guard.